Men of Reddit, what do women do that they think is okay, but is actually creepy?
Silent scan.
Honestly, hands down, women who exploit emotions of men. We may not all cry in the movie theater, but we are not incapable of experiencing deep painful emotional wounds. In general, it seems to be more acceptable for women to rag on guys for our image, like our height, weight, or income. While the flip side being that men cannot criticize women without being a pig. So yeah, women who nitpick guys for superficial reasons are creepy, arrogant, and covered with more red flags than a game of Minesweeper.
Silent scan.
Being hypocritical about sexism. Hear about guy hitting girl, what an asshole. Hear about girl hitting guy, well, what did he do? Older man hitting on much younger woman, what a creep. Older woman hitting on much younger man, you get it girl. Making small penis jokes, funny. Making fat jokes about men, funny. Making short jokes about men, funny. Making any jokes about a woman's appearance, super not okay.
Silent scan.
You know what you don't like men doing, you don't get to do that either.
Silent scan.
Not exclusively a woman thing, but my ex would screenshot our text conversations and send them to her family and friends for reaction. Like mundane conversations, not even anything interesting. It felt like a very creepy violation of my privacy. Also, she was an idiot. Hope you see this, Laura.
Silent scan.
I have a friend that, whenever she starts dating a guy, just lists me off thing about the dude, like she's listing a resume. Never anything about the personality or sense of humor or what characteristics about them she enjoys. It's job, career, college, earnings, house. I had to tell her it was getting creepy, because it just sounds like she's getting a checklist to impress people, not find a good person for her.
Silent scan.
Maybe not creepy, but FFS stop pulling on my beard and arm hair. Like, that shit is seriously uncomfortable, and pulling out a beard hair stings like duck, it's literally attached to my face. You are in my personal space, tugging my hair, and causing me a little pain. Ladies, I don't care how fun it is, please stop or I'll make fun of your eyebrows.
Silent scan.
The way girls share really personal things about guys in relation to sex. Society and the media would have you believe that guys talk about sex all the time and just objectify the women that they've slept with. I don't know if maybe I'm just hanging out with the wrong people, but honestly the most you usually get out of a guy is just that they had sex with a girl. And the only time we discuss details are when you're just like trading stories. But girls tend to like immediately report on things to their friends and share details that honestly could be embarrassing or uncomfortable for the guy. It makes me really uncomfortable and creeped out to think that if I sleep with the girls I have to just accept that all of her friends are going to know every detail about the experience. Size, performance, how long it lasted, how I look. It just feels like a huge breach of privacy.
Silent scan.
Not creepy, but when a woman sees a single dad with his kid and feels it's okay to tell them they're doing great. I get they may feel like they're being supportive or whatever, but the stigma behind guys not knowing how to raise a child is infuriating. I have 50/50 custody of my child and she's raised brilliantly by both me and her mum. I can guarantee mum never gets random praises just for walking through a shop with our child though. It's not supportive, it's condescending as hell and please stop.
Silent scan.
I've had this happen a few times, but I don't know if it is more common or less common. When I go to a bar for a drink on say a Friday night I usually go with friends. I'll head to the bathroom and sometimes the bar will be crowded, so I'll have to slip through a group of people. Several times I'll get rubbed or caressed by women. Sometimes on the groin, sometimes on the chest or shoulders. It's not wanted, nor am I signaling I want to be touched, just saying excuse me and going past. It bothers me every time.
Silent scan.
Went out with a group of guys last weekend. There were 6 of us, and this random girl started hanging around us like a lost puppy and just wouldn't leave. She was attractive, but so obviously desperate for attention that none of our group of guys really cared to give her any. This girl was just looking at everyone, batting her eyes, and trying to hug everyone, but the guys were just pawning her off on each other. Not sure if this is pathetic more than creepy, but if a guy did the same thing, he'd be labeled with creepy, so yeah. She was creepy to me. I honestly thought she was a lady of the night or something trying to sell services or some shit, the way she was approaching dudes. It's not ducking normal.
Silent scan.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to get even more awesome content. Come on, it just takes 1 second.
Silent scan.
Pulling up the hem of your kilt to see if you're a true Scotsman.
Silent scan.
Unwanted physical contact. Was out to dinner with a bunch of friends. Coincidentally, they were all women, and the waitress was hitting on me, which involved obvious compliments, which I don't care about, and putting her hands all over my shoulders and upper chest. We all had a laugh about it after, but I was seriously weirded out by it, and with the genders reversed I guarantee no one would have been laughing about it.
Silent scan.
How has nobody mentioned this? It's definitely not most women, but it does happen sometimes. Get pissed off if you are not in the mood for sex. Like WTF, you're a man, you always want to have sex. Do you not like me anymore? No, Andrea, I was just not horny that day, and yes, I liked you a lot.
Silent scan.
Perving on men. So many times in the workplace I have heard women say what they would like to do to a certain man. Almost drooling in public. If a man said the same comments, they would be fired.
Silent scan.
Setting up traps to test us. Being upset with something we did/said in your dreams. Lying to our faces when we ask direct questions like, what is wrong, how are you, etc.
Silent scan.
A few of my relationships have ended because my GFS wouldn't talk to me about an issue in our relationship. Which is weird cause supposedly that's a male trait. I just don't like confrontation. Well, the alternative is that I'm breaking up with you now because you've avoided talking to me about the issue for a few months when I keep trying to bring it up. So, edit, to everyone asked how is this creepy, it's not. I wrote this on 4 hours of sleep. I thought this was just a what do girls do in relationships that's annoying type thread. Funny how I got gilded though, never been gilded for being so off topic before.
Silent scan.
This is only really for the gay men out there I think, but having a girl instantly label you as her gay best friend as soon as she finds out you're gay. Like, bitch, I don't even like you.
Silent scan.
Failing to realize that sometimes free time needs to be me time and shouldn't automatically be she time. Similarly, trying to capitalize all my free time with activities. You can go to Karen's party by yourself. I don't know her, so stop trying to make me come along to what is clearly intended to be a girls' night out. After working 5 days a week, sometimes I don't want to have to stress about what my weekend is filling in with just to keep busy. It's okay to do nothing. Not so much creepy as overbearing, but trying to say they are the boss of my free time sucks, and the fallout for standing your ground also sucks.
Silent scan.
Don't touch my hair. Just don't. I know it's long and partially dyed, and you might think that's cool or unusual for a male, but please don't touch it. I get extremely uncomfortable.
Silent scan.
Telling your BF that you love him, want to get married, have a family, and couldn't imagine being with anyone else, while simultaneously having Facebook Messenger conversations with your ex-BF where you all telling him all of the exact same things. Then when your BF tells he doesn't want to share your laptop because he has his own and doesn't want you creeping in his private accounts, you guilt trip him into it anyway, and he inevitably accidentally opens your Facebook account instead of his own and discovers all of the aforementioned FB messages. You then proceed to become furious at him for invading your privacy and destroying your relationship. Then, after he breaks up with you, you proceed to tell everyone that he was abusive, but also you continue to text/call him for 8 months, Sending him the dual messages of how much you love him and need him, identical to the very same that you sent your ex, and also that he is a piece of shit and ruined your life and he should kill himself. Oh, and also ducking your ex in your BF's bed while your BF is busy taking your 7-year-old from your failed marriage out to the park. TL. Doctor, remember kids, never stick your dick in crazy.
Silent scan.
Here's another one, forcing your husband/so to have a shared FB profile with you. We all know that means Dave cheated, Susan. Either forgive him or dump him and move on. Don't have a grown man tethered to your front porch like some insecure sow. You should both be embarrassed.
Silent scan.
Congratulations, you reached the end of this awesome video. Now, like and subscribe, like we talked earlier, come on.
Silent scan.